What's poppin'? Turn your speakers up.
Turn these speakers up.
You're locked into the illest girls next door.
You can bump it in your stereo.
On BoominLive.com.
Whoa. Let me see a whoa. Hey. Okay. We are back with another one. And I'm Jay Benz.
I'm Rissy Riss.
And I'm Yanni.
And of course, the infamous Cashout Core. Back again. We highly appreciate you.
Know the vibes.
Look, he ready.
Know
He
the
ready.
vibes.
Like, can
first
we
thing
even?
first, I want to say wait. Because I like to shout people out.
Yes, let's get it.
We supporting Black right now.
Yes.
My hat is from Watauga. Y'all can follow them at WATTGUA. My shirt is from Tunnel Vision. That's it.
Okay.
Gotta let them know when we rocking. I know they looking. They like, he back again. Ooh, what he got on this time? So I gotta let them know.
His computers is still loading. Like, oh my God. Like,
I just want to say it feels good to be back again. Yes. I know we took a week off, but after this, it ain't no weeks off. We back and we better.
we back consistent.
Back consistent as Illest Girls Next Door. So I just want to get into the last show that we had was about everything that was happening within the world of the Black Lives Movement and just trying to get the cops, indicted. But it's been a lot of good stuff happening too. Like, over these last 2 weeks.
Let's start with shouting out Newark.
Yes!
Let's start with that. Because the city has definitely come through. So they removed the Christopher Columbus statue out of Military Park, I believe. And then they painted a mural that said all Black Lives Matter on Halsey Street. And then there's another one on Martin Luther King. Of course, they had to do it on Martin Luther King that says abolish white supremacy. And I'm just so proud of my city, like how we've been handling this whole situation for the past, it's been like a month now. Yeah. Almost.
Can I even tap in real quick? Ford said that we're the least.
We're one of the underappreciated cities in the country.
That's crazy.
It is.
I believe it.
But that just goes to show you how much of a bad rep the city has constantly gotten. Dating back all the way to 67 with the Newark riots. It's just always been a bad reputation, always been something bad. But I feel like we're really on a rise. And I've always been proud to say I'm from Newark, but I got a bigger sense of pride now. I'm from Newark. Fuck you talking about?
I'm just talking about New Jersey.
I just feel although our media isn't flooded with everything it was probably 2 to 3 weeks ago, I just still see a lot of change being made, cases being reopened. Elijah McCain's case really touched me.
I cry every time.
It's just good to see people really calling people out and really changing the dynamic of everything that's going on. Even with certain things opening, I still advise people to be careful, follow certain health regulations, because personally, I just feel it's a little too soon. If we still have the social distance and restaurants, and I don't think restaurants should be open, but if that's what we're gonna be doing, I just advise that everybody stay safe and everybody just wear your mask. It's kind of alarming how people not wearing masks still. You know what I mean?
I got a question, being that where you work at and everything, working at a restaurant, how because you see the change and everything, are they really social distancing? How is your job set up and everything? Just give us some insight on that.
I can't speak for everybody's job, but personally, I feel my job is really following real good health regulations and everything, as far as how we're keeping people spaced out, how we're sanitizing everything, how I have to wear gloves, mask, 90-degree weather. So I feel we're doing a good job with that. I just feel it's, the working conditions aren't the fairest for the getting paid the same price. So that's why I talk about with essential workers, when people go out, really do your best to not be a pain in the ass to these workers. Really do your best to tip a little extra.
I was going to say, have your tips increased?
No.
Wow.
No.
That's crazy.
No. Not really. It's kind of normal. You think that people will come out and she has a glove and mask and I got to change this and make sure everything. I'm working extra hard for the same money. And you at home collecting unemployment, you still giving me $3 on a $70 check. So it's and it's just a lot of rude people with customer service with to-go food and stuff. It's just understand that these people are overwhelmed and they're working in weird conditions right now. So just be respectful, be nice. We don't want to be here risking our life so you could get your food, but we're here. So that's how I feel about that.
Now I also got a question too. I'm obviously not in that position, but I see a lot of people on Twitter saying even the essential workers that's not getting unemployment, they where my $600 at? How do y'all feel about that? Like, do you think that you should still get $600?
Wait, people who aren't collecting unemployment?
Like, they working 40 hours. They saying that I'm working 40 hours. I still should collect that $600.
Like I touched on the last
because it's for
subject.
COVID.
Yeah, like these people are like, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm working my regular job the same 40 hours I was working, but it's like under so many different rules and so many precautions, and like people are going out of their way to do extra work so that, you know, everyone stays safe. And I feel like they deserve to get paid more for that.
I think essential workers should get paid more. I thought you were saying people who are just sitting at home and not collecting unemployment. Because thank God, as much y'all know how much I complain about my job, but City Hall held it down. Like, I've been getting paid full checks this entire time.
As you should.
And we were actually supposed to be getting furloughed on Mondays. They took away the furlough, so now we're going to continue getting paid our regular scheduled checks or whatever. But I actually know people who are like, oh, we should all get unemployment. I'm like, how fucking greedy are you? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I feel like essential workers should get a little extra. And they check with that extra $600 because they're out here risking their lives, and then I'm pretty sure they have families and everything. It's just a lot. I feel like everybody should be fully compensated or compensated in some type of way for basically risking their lives to work for the white man, but that's neither here nor there. So
I like how you always take it there.
Because you know I have to, because somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. But Court, what's going on with you?
Not much. Same.
Talk to us nice. Because we not about to talk to you nice.
I'm doing the same. Listen.
All right, can we not start?
No. It's all right, because I already told y'all what type of time I was on, so I'm with all that. But I've been, same stuff, different day. It ain't too much going on, happily, luckily, things are starting to open up. Y'all came to my, two people came to my invite-only party. So, I'm starting to get back into stuff like that. Now that's a little bit safer. But other than that, just been being creative, finding ways to, work with what we have. We can't do everything and we can't really use everything. So we just been finding ways. Well, me personally, people I work with, just finding ways to, create content and continue to, be creative and provide things to our audience, with what we have. So.
Can I want to intervene a little bit. Of course. Now, how do you, in a sense, feel about... So you invited us to your invite-only party. Right. It was $30 to get in. You always on our show. We the little stars. I don't care. Period. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we still pay. Like, do you got like those friends that be like, I'm not paying because you know me, or like, why should I have to pay? I'm like, I fuck with Court. I'm sending Court this bread.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like if you fuck with them, that's more of an incentive to want to support.
But people don't see it that way. Like, granted, some people just be like, oh, you good. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, if you sit here and tell me it's a price and I fuck with you heavy, I'm going to pay the price. Like, people really be getting offended. Like, I got to pay. Yeah,
it's like, it's factors to that too, but. Yeah, it'll be times like even that when things was open, like at venues, it'll be to a point where they giving the door girl so much trouble that they gotta come get me. Like, it'll be somebody, and it's usually somebody I really know. It's not even somebody that's acting like they know me, because you have those people too. They come, oh yeah, I know, but they be knowing. It be the people that know you. They sitting there at the door arguing. I'm not, and it's almost disrespectful, because I always respect somebody that comes to me like, yo, I don't really got it, but I do want to come. Like, what can we do? I'm going to always work with you. Or if I can't, I'm not. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to respect that. You have people that come and say, I'm not paying this much. Or I'm not. Well, what you going home?
It ain't even that much. I ain't paying at all.
And it's like, yo, how you going to tell me? You come to my shit and tell me I'm not paying this much. Like, you can't say you fuck with me if you coming like that.
Right, right. That's how I look at it. That's why I said, like, if you know somebody personally, it's more of an incentive to want to pay full price for something. Like, my best friend that was here last week, she has her graphic design business and she sells hoodies and everything like that. I would never expect anything for free from her. Like, if anything, I'm going to invest in her. Like, she needs a printing machine, I'm going to get her a printer. It's something like that. So I don't know, it just kind of show you like the type of people you have in your circle and who you really surround yourself with. Because I feel like people who don't want to support you monetarily or who don't want to invest in your business, low-key, I feel like they're haters.
Yeah.
And they want to see you fall. So it just goes to show like who's really in your circle. And then like the more you excel and ascend in certain things, you really got to pay attention to that. Like, it gets lonely at the top.
Yeah.
That'll show you though. Stuff like that will show you because stuff like that will show you, because it's like the certain things that they say when they break it, basically telling you that they don't want to pay or telling somebody else behind your back, it'll tell you, you know, if they that type of person or not. Like they'll say little things like they'll talk about where it's at, or they'll just find any way to downplay it to make it seem to make it seem like, you know, they in the right for not wanting to pay that. When in all actuality, I wouldn't just ask y'all to pay $30 just to be somewhere that I'm at. I provided food, I provided drinks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it a fair trade. You get what I'm saying? But ultimately, I'm gonna tell y'all, for the people watching, if you have friends that are event planners or promoters, let's talk about a little. I'm not even gonna take that long. Etiquette when it comes to that. When they invite you somewhere, do not ask them who all gonna be there. Don't do that.
I hate that question.
Unless y'all close.
I'm not even a party promoter.
If y'all close, it's different. Like certain conversations, you know. But if y'all not really, if that's not somebody you talk to every single day, that's disrespectful, because it's like, are you telling me that you only coming depending on who you think gonna be there or whatever the case may be? That's number one. Number two, do not ask me, is it gonna be lit? That's the answer. Like, just either you gonna come and see because you want to come, or you can stay home and watch from the videos and come late or whatever the case may be. And then the whole paying thing, listen, unless you come to me with a real reason, or unless we have a conversation beforehand, just pay. Because at this point, we all grown. Everybody sitting in this room right now is 20 plus, at least 21 plus, whatever the case may be. If you don't got $30 to come out on a Sunday and eat and drink and be around ladies, then you might as well, you shouldn't really be, you feel me? It's just $30, like, for real. I don't think you should be worried about partying if $30 is really enough for you to have an attitude.
Now, I got a question, too.
Excuse the rant, I'm sorry.
No,
I like that was golden.
That's his second rant for the day. You see him on Instagram earlier, so I was crying.
I gotta go back and tap in. But as a guy, right, when you, it might be a little different for you because you throw the parties. So it's a little different. But, you know, when you go out, are you expecting to have a certain amount of money on yourself? Because you know that, like, you got to buy, not like you got to buy a drink for a female, but it's just like, you can't go out with less than this. Because us females, we go out with $0 and had a time of our life.
Me. Shit, me. Zero, nigga, you don't know what the fuck happened.
I'm not saying, but
I get what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you mean, though.
You could go out, even if, say you got $500 in your pocket, you could still go out and not spend $1 at a time.
But that's what last weekend I didn't spend a fucking dime. Ooh. I didn't spend a fucking dime last weekend. I stayed at the W. I had Del Fresco's. I didn't spend a motherfucking dime.
I'm still sad, guys.
Del Fresco's. She went to scammers. That's the scammer spot.
We had the seafood boil.
It is.
But look, this was the best part. He asked me if I wanted an appetizer.
He definitely swiped that. He swiped
Get an
that.
appetizer?
Respectfully, though.
And we was eating salmon.
We had salmon and I had avocado. You know that's an extra $5.
I don't want to sound like I'm hating on him. Whoever he is, this is not necessarily about you, but appetizer, come on, that's regular. Don't get excited.
No, it's not regular for me.
Well,
because of the type of niggas that be trying to
Appetizer is
let's make better decisions.
I feel disrespected by some of the people that come in my DM. Like, I be looking at myself like, am I losing it? Like, is it me?
No,
you got balls, sir.
Like,
But wait, to answer your question.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people probably kill me for this, but I'm not one of them people that's like, if I don't got this amount of money, because I'm going to be honest. One, I like to go out. I go out all the time. So I want to go out more than other people. We can just put that on the table. Then number two, I'm a risk taker, like, naturally. I don't really care. Like, I will go outside with a certain amount of money in my pocket just because, one, I know I'm going to have fun, and two, I'm going to be honest, I really just don't be giving a fuck. Like, because I'm a type of person, one day I have a lot of money, next day I might not, because I always, you know, I try to flip my money, so I might put my money somewhere. I might really spend it, to be honest. I always look at stuff like, I know I'm going to get it back, so that's a bad thing, because I just throw money out, spend it. So I'll go to certain, I try not to, don't get me wrong, but I'll go to certain places and only have $20, only have $40, because I know I'm going to have fun, and I know I'm going to manage my shit right. I'm going to make it stretch. I know I can do that. So I don't really think about it like that. But like you said, in cases where I do got it, I do like to come outside with a lot of money just because, like you said, I might want to buy a drink. I might say I want to buy food. I want to buy a bottle, whatever case may be. But you know, I also try not to bring too much money. The more you bring, the more you're gonna spend, because you know you got it. So you know, it's a balance. It's a balance.
And I wasn't even pretending like more so like you, like even if it's like your friends or something, like, and just being in a guy general, like if I know I go to the club, like you ain't just gonna be buying yourself a drink. You might find a shorty that's cute or something like that. Might buy her a drink. Now you even got some guys like, get your friend. I'm gonna buy your friend a drink too. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was just getting at. Like,
oh nah, is my thing for that. If you come outside broke, that's a conscious decision. So don't come outside broke and try to get money stuff, because then you gon' especially if you come out with other people, you gonna fuck the vibe up, and then you gonna be complaining or acting a certain way, and everybody else on a different time. If you come outside broke, be prepared to be broke. Don't be trying to be in the VIP. Don't be trying to, because then when people ask for their cut of that money, you're gonna have an attitude. Like when people have like birthday dinners and shit like that.
Just about to bring that
I'll tell y'all a story. One time, I was 14 or 15. I don't remember. I was young though. I got invited. I didn't even know the person. I got invited to somebody else's birthday dinner. I didn't have no money.
So you were somebody plus one?
Basically, but we young. It's just like, oh, come with me.
Yeah.
Like nobody thinking like adults. So I think I had a little bit of money, but not enough, because this is my first time going to a birthday dinner. At the end, you know, they bring their check out. Everybody talking about, oh, we about to just split it. It's mostly girls. You know, girls a little bit more mature, responsible. Oh, we just going to split it. I'm like, oh. I looked at my mans. I said, listen, it's 20 of us. I don't even know them like this. Like that, they don't know me. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to get up and leave. Actually, I remember, I couldn't leave at first. Then they separated them. They said, all right, we're going to separate the check. So I'm like, wait. It's not even that many of us, and I don't got enough money to pay this shit anyway. So I'm about to be out. It was at Jersey Gardens at Ruby Tuesday. I said, look, I'm gonna skate. I'm gonna walk across the street. I'm gonna go in the mall. We gonna link back up. I left. I swear to God, they called me 5 minutes later. Yo, bro, where you at? They asked me where you was at. I told them you left. So they said, you got to come back and all this. I'm like, man, listen, I don't even know them. They beat. But I would never do no shit like that now. But that was some young shit. But yeah, if you coming outside, that was me. Coming outside broke, trying to do money stuff. I should have got a water. Oh, no, I'm not really that hungry. I just take a salad. That's what you got. If you want to come outside, that's what you got to do if you don't got it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of got a story like that. Because this was my first birthday dinner. It was my cousin's star birthday. I'm thinking the birthday person or the boyfriend gonna pay for everything. Like, that's really how I thought it worked. At the end, they like, yeah, so everybody got their cut. I'm like, huh? What you mean? I would have stayed the fuck home. Like, I would have told you, like, look, cuz, like, tap, tap, tap.
Hey.
But it honestly, it all ended up working out at the end. I just sent the money later because I ended up getting paid later. I just ain't have it then. But I didn't know that.
Nah, it's just, I think birthday dinners is so funny because everybody turn into fucking mathematicians. Everybody got their damn calculator out like, yo, your shit was this, but it's like, y'all not including gratuity. Y'all not including
It's crazy because I'm the other person now. I used to be that person that's like, oh, I'm not paying no more than, but now I'll be the one mad, like, bro, can we just put the money up? Like, it don't matter because, I mean, well, now I got a little bit of money. I don't got
I'm like,
but
oh, here go.
Being more mature, bro, if it's somebody's birthday and we all sit at the table, the person who birthday it shouldn't have to pay nothing. Like, personally, that's me.
That's true.
Number two, splitting it or doing separate, I feel like if it's like we was out somewhere, we just stop and eating somewhere, diner or something. That's different. All right, we can separate that. But if we all plan to go out to eat, either we all going, like, there's no reason why everybody should be all in their receipt acting dumb. Either we splitting it, or everybody can just send their, you feel me, put their card up, whatever the case may be. But it's no reason why we sitting here arguing over, it don't usually, the split be no more than $25.
Right, like,
word of advice. If y'all want to go out and y'all know y'all going to split the check, tell your waiter that from the gate. Yeah. And y'all won't have that problem.
That too. I be feeling bad.
That's my next question. Like,
it'd be a party of 20. They'd be like, can we split it? Like, no.
Nobody want to hear that.
That's like, man.
Because y'all put the shit in as you go, right?
You feel me? So that'll just eliminate all that. You feel me?
I honestly, I kind of learned that. I just tell them, like, yeah, we about to split this. But now, being that, like, you're kind of in, like, a position, is it worse, like, or better, like, all right, for instance, you got card, you got cash, you got Cash App, you feel me? I got a different card. Is that too much of a hassle?
Nah. To me, no.
I
It is
mean,
what it
are you
is.
talking about like from like what I do at work or
Just like
like
from your experience, basically.
from my experience? Yeah. I feel like before you go out to eat, I feel like that should be a discussion before the check is like in question. Like everybody should be like, how are we doing this? Because like at the end, nobody wants to wait. You know, some people want to leave early.
Yeah.
Some people like it just messes everything up. So I'll be out with people like, why didn't we discuss this? Or the famous line, oh yeah, just put it on your card. We gonna cash app.
we gonna cash app you.
No.
Oh yeah,
I
I
want
never
my
did
money
that.
right then and there.
I'm big on like split the check type of person. Unless it's like the one person ordered like a salad, like I get that's not fair. But if we all ate a nice meal, just split the check. We adults.
It don't
What
even
is it,
matter
like?
if you only got a salad.
mean,
Just
like-
split it. Like,
Nah, but I'm not about to make somebody pay $30 when they got a $6 salad.
we
That's
talking
not
about it
fair.
beforehand. If we say we all splitting it, you decided you want to be cute and get a salad. Then
Okay, I agree.
That's what I'm saying. It should be agreed on beforehand.
Yeah.
But I also feel like too, like you said, we're adults. Now we all had our little learning experiences. My only thing is, if you don't got it, just say that. Don't come and not have it. Now this is adult me talking. Like I had my experience when I went through it.
Yeah.
But me, like honestly being and I had my experience. If you don't got it, give me the decision of if I'm gonna pay for you or not.
Yeah.
Don't just come and order shit
Right.
and you ain't got it.
Nah, I hate
and
when
then
people
you
say
pay
that
at the end.
Who ordered the lobster, the crab legs?
Then they be looking stupid at the
Right.
Like, you know you don't got it.
You think you could like slide me a couple dollars or something? Why
Right.
you
Or
ain't just
ordering the
say
porterhouse
that?
steak and all this shit,
'Cause
and you
then
got
now
$16.
And then now I gotta be mad at you when I really would have just paid for it. Like, cause I'm the type of person, if I eat, we all eat.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just let me know.
Nah, but you ever had that moment where somebody's supposed to pay for you, but it's time to come, but you not, like, you just want to make sure, you think about it, and you like, yo, you got me, right? Like, you know what I mean?
This is still a
Look
thing.
across the
Right.
table like,
Because that whole, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but if somebody said they're going to pay for me to do something, the whole time leading up to that, I be thinking like, yo, are they sure?
Are they
Is
really-
they really going to do it? Or it's like, you got to make sure because you don't want to be that person talking about, you just
That's
start
why
looking
you
dumb.
always come out the house with extra money. Like
Right.
that's why when she said before, like girls will come out the house with $0. Like I've seen that before, and I'd be like, I don't understand how the fuck you can do
I'm
that.
sorry,
Time of
but
their
I had,
life.
I had the best times of my life.
Time of their
broke as
life.
hell. I had the best times of my life broke. I feel like when you got money, you still have fun, but it's like, it's not the same.
It's not genuine fun.
it's fun you paid for.
Yeah.
You had to pay for that fun.
Like, you feel me? You go outside to be nice to somebody, like, and then like me, I know a lot of people. So like, I don't gotta come with a bottle. It's not even like no leech shit, cause I can get my own bottle. But you know, people like, they not stingy. Like you, if I know a certain person throwing a party, you know certain people gonna be there, whatever. Like, I probably have my little drink. When that run out, you got the people that be like, yeah. And first of all, honestly, I'm that person. If I got my own bottle, I'm walking around pouring people. Yo,
I've seen it.
I don't
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
even know you. Oh, you want some? Shorty lit. Yo, I got a bottle.
Draw the boat.
Like, draw the boat. Like, I'm that person.
See,
And
I
that's-
guess that's why my experience is different because I don't drink. So
Yeah.
you know, I be chilling. Like
I
okay.
mean, like, I mean,
Nah, that's
it's
fine.
half and half. But most of my times is when I was broke as hell.
I can't. Have I ever? I don't know. I don't know. I doubt it though.
I know what you mean, but nah, my best time when I had that bad.
That's what I'm
I ain't
saying.
gonna-
When
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie.
I mean, but like I said, that's why I was asking earlier. You a
You
man.
a guy? It's different.
It's different when you feel me as a female.
It's different.
Yeah, because ain't nobody gonna take
Especially
Like
care
I
of me.
said,
Single
I didn't spend
Right.
a dime last weekend, and I had a ball.
That's the best feeling when you like really like got money and you don't have to spend it.
bro.
I just be like,
I could have paid. I could have paid for the Del
Must be
Friscos.
nice.
I could have paid for the W. I could have paid for all that shit, but did I have to? No.
no, that's the
No,
best
I did
feeling.
not.
I ain't gonna hold you out. Felt a little lavish.
No, I really was. I told my mother, I was like, I lived the life of the rich and famous. What did you do this weekend?
What'd you do this
What
weekend?
did you do this weekend? I stayed at the W. What did you do?
Hey, yo. Nah, that definitely was lit.
So like, how y'all feel about outside opening back up though?
I've been outside.
That too, but I'm excited.
He
I'm
said
happy.
that too.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I was kind of getting used to the whole quarantine thing.
I was, but that's
A
bad.
little bit.
I
a
was
little
kind
bit.
of liking it, you know, because I
just
mean,
feel like
money
they're
wasn't an
rushing
issue.
it.
Like I said, I was still getting paid. So what the amount of money I've been saving, bro,
Bad.
my savings account, beautiful.
You about to get a house?
shit, I could. But I'm not going to do that because that'd be irresponsible right now. But it's like, yo, I was kind of fucking with the quarantine thing.
It was great.
I don't have no sleep schedule. I'm just living.
Look at your account
like the account looking
okay.
nice. I'm filling my tank up like once every 3 weeks because I ain't really going nowhere. Like I could do this. Like
I'm excited personally. No, I am, but I just feel like it's too soon. Like it's like I feel like afraid to be excited. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like I don't know.
What you
I feel like
scared
we're
of?
gonna,
I feel like my
because I
life's
just
not
feel like they're
different.
kind of pushing it, and everybody's not really sure about how we're gonna move forward. It's like, how long are we gonna be wearing masks for? Like I have so many questions. Like how long do we have to keep doing this at work? Like
Right.
They said
how
Jersey the
long?
safest.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
the
safe.
safest.
So
Still, like I don't know. Like
Have
I
y'all
just feel
actually
like,
got tested?
No.
no.
shit me. Nah, not yet.
I had
But
to get
I think I
tested
had
for
it
my
already.
job.
I know everybody say
chilling.
that, but I really think I had it in February.
But that too.
sorry.
That too.
I really do.
I feel like that was like that should have been a requirement for most
For
jobs
people to
coming
go back
back.
to work.
Because the most they do is take your temperature. It's like you
Yeah.
should be testing all of these people, making sure.
Yeah, no,
like
I had
it's
to
like
get that shit up my nose.
I even had to ask because Blue,
shit.
my friend Blue worked at Nordstrom, and it's funny. She was on the phone. She like, Jay. She like, look at this. She took my temperature, and I'm like, are they taking like customers' temperature? Like, okay, I get they taking the workers' temperature, but like, you still got customers coming
The
in.
mall's open tomorrow.
But my whole thing is like,
it's lit.
if y'all taking temperatures of the workers, don't y'all think y'all should take temperatures of the customers that's coming in
They
too?
ain't finna do all
That's
that.
a lot of work.
They not, but
They ain't
like,
doing all
Technically,
that.
if you're wearing a mask and you're following the guidelines, then you shouldn't be transmitting it to anyone.
if I'm
anyway.
changing my clothes, I'm taking that mask off. If I gotta sneeze,
They probably
a
not gonna
lot
have
of places
fitting
don't have
rooms
the
open.
fitting rooms open.
oh,
They
okay.
close the fitting rooms. Like all the retail stores that are currently open, they closed all the fitting rooms for that very reason. Because
Yeah, I'm
people
taking that
trying
shit
on
off.
clothes, you try on a pair of pants or a shirt that somebody with COVID had on, you're done up. You got COVID now.
I'm thinking about the mall opening. Like how?
Yeah, how that's gonna work.
Because they're like, it's obviously like a certain amount of people can only go in. Food court can do to-go
But see,
orders.
this is
but
the thing. A lot of the stores in the malls have already been open. They've been doing curbside pickup.
Yeah.
It's lit.
But the mall itself is about to be so I don't know how that's
Well,
gonna
can I
work.
share my Atlantic? When I went to Atlanta experience, so I went to the mall out there. Now this is where it don't make no sense. What's the? I can't remember the store name, but they basically had a store, one of the little stores. All right, you got a mask coming. Most of the other stores, they don't care if you got a mask on. They don't care how many people in the store. It's like only 2 stores that's really like following the guidelines, and then you got the rest of the stores. So it's like, what the hell? Like, which one is it?
Black
Should I
people
wear it or
decided
should I not?
Corona was over like
Yeah.
last month.
I'm sorry, but I'm one of those people.
Like-
When quarantine even first started, I was one of those.
The first day it got hot outside, it was over.
We
remember that
desensitized.
day.
That's why it's so much.
That's all
we
it
got
is.
so much going on that's like, honestly, because people even seeing people say like, "Oh, y'all not taking it serious" or whatever the case may be. It's so many like, and I hate to be that person, but it's the truth. It's so much stuff that we go through and been going through every day since we was little that a virus is kind of like you look at it like, who
Alright.
gives a fuck? Like that shit not about nothing.
Because first of all, we
Because-
think ginger ale gonna cure everything.
Yeah, that-
Go in the house, drink some
and
ginger
then
ale.
also people feel like it's something that they can't control, so I'm not gonna sit here and think about it. It just is what it is. But I mean, ultimately, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of them people that look at it like it's a virus. It's not just gonna disappear ultimately at the end of the day. So it's like, what we gonna do? Sit here on our hands forever? Like, it is what it is. We gonna see. If I get it, I know my immune system gonna hold me down. But hopefully not. I don't want it. You know.
Better hope.
he said,
Nah,
I
that's
know
why-
my
Good.
But
I told you I
granted-
had it already. So
Nah,
good.
but granted, even like I still take precautions. As for instance, like if I go to my grandmother's house, I don't be nowhere near her. I'll be all the way in the back. Like we be having a whole conversation. I be like I won't even go in the house like sometimes, or I'll sit outside, or if I'm in the house, I make sure before I leave every time I walk out of the room, I clean it down, wipe it down, everything, wear my mask. I'm not about to get my grandmother sick. Are you bugging? If I have it, but like I'll take those precautions when it comes to my grandmother.
Yeah, I've actually changed my diet due to COVID, so I'm leaning more towards a plant-based diet. Plant-based and pescatarian. I don't really eat. I stopped eating red meat completely. I don't really eat chicken. I don't really eat turkey. Things of that. And I did that because a lot of those foods are mucus forming foods, and the more you eat those foods, the more susceptible you are to contracting COVID and like other types of diseases and everything like that. And then I don't know if like you guys been following me. I've been steaming a lot, so I'll come up with like these little concoctions of like ginger, mint, and everything like that, just to clear up the nasal passages and open them up. Because just a couple weeks ago, my throat was sore, and I said, "Oh, bitch, I got corona. I'm about to fucking die. Like, it's over." Like when I told you, I quarantined myself, and I just drank tea. I just drank all natural herbal tea that I made up myself. I didn't take any medicine, and my throat was fine. But I ended up getting tested couple days later because I'm like, I need to make sure, because I may not have any symptoms. I could be asymptomatic and still have it. Then that means I'm spreading it to other people. So I went and got tested. Luckily I didn't have it. I don't know what the fuck that sore throat was about, but like we wasn't doing that, like at all. we wasn't doing that.
I just want two-step in real quick. Rissy, you look the fuck good.
Period.
Girl. Yeah. Girl, can I get the remedy, the secret? I'm over here being a fat ass and getting fat during quarantine, and Rissy over here losing weight and looking
belly
the fuck
shirt.
So saying ass on fat like.
She all at the picnic dancing.
Movie.
Did I miss something?
What's the secret?
That ass is my diet. Like I really just cut out a lot of meat, a lot of dairy. A lot of carbs. Y'all know I'll be on my kombucha shit. I drink at least 3 kombuchas a day.
I found peach kombucha in Atlanta, just saying y'all.
Nah, you got it. Is the thing about kombucha, think of it like healthy soda. That's what it tastes like to me. It's like healthy
really
soda.
Is.
And it's live probiotics and live cultures, which is good for your gut. And then for my ladies, it's also good for our little lady parts down there too. Keeps it clean, keeps it fresh. So, you don't have to go. I mean, you should always go to the gynecologist. You should always do that. But like, probiotics and everything is good for that. But yeah, I've been doing that. I've been working out. I do like my little crunches.
I just got a waist trainer, y'all.
Ooh.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
Because
I don't be
where
running.
were you
I need to run.
I heard like it really don't work though.
No, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
I was sweating.
Like from an actual celebrity.
Listen,
like...
no. Listen, I don't want to burst nobody's bubble.
I just got it.
The only thing it's good for, no, exactly.
Yeah.
Having an extra layer on your body
band.
will make you sweat, but it does not train your waist. It will not shape your waist, except for when you have it on. The only thing it will do is literally make you sweat more. And also, a common misconception, people think that if you wrap something around your stomach, you will lose weight directly from your stomach.
No.
When you drain calories, you lose weight from wherever your body decides to lose weight from first. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you have it. It will still help you sweat more, so you should wear it.
My body's selfish.
But
because like when it comes to like losing weight and like I guess getting fit, there's a process. So first you have to shred it and then you sculpt it. So now I'm in the sculpting processes. So I'm just trying to tone it up, get my little 6-pack back, get my little track
crazy,
body back.
Rizzy.
Girl.
Gonna pop out.
Alright, not this summer, ladies, but next summer,
Next summer.
Summer gonna get whatever body you got to offer.
For real.
They got
whatever.
this one. They
shit,
got
I didn't think we was gonna have a
punch.
summer. I
didn't think so
Well,
either.
to be honest, I feel like we had this song. I don't know if it was on the show or like between us, but I literally said like my guess was either July officially everything's gonna be open up or September.
Oh, I asked my cards. It said July.
That's a big range, though.
Yeah.
She said I asked my
I asked my cards back in May, and Spirit said July. So I was like, okay, Spirit, I hear you.
Oh, see?
One thing I got to say, I'm not taking no vaccine. Period. That's it. That's all. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. One, if y'all want to be realistic, for a vaccine, it takes almost up to 10 years for a vaccine to officially like be determined workable, effective. Because one, I need to test it on you because you got diabetes. Not to say this, I need to test it on you because you have whatever health problems. I need to test it on you and you're perfect. You're healthy. Mind you, I need to study you for some time. Everything. So I heard like it's been this talk going around because I'm still like, as far as school, put me back in a classroom. I don't want to do online. But I was hearing like, oh, you can't go back to school till you get a vaccine. I'm not taking that vaccine. And let me tell y'all why. Y'all open outside up. People's at restaurants. The malls is about to be open. Everything else. So you're not about to sit here and tell me that I need to take a vaccine to go back to school and sit in the classroom. And I feel like that's not fair to the people that actually rather be in the classroom and then the people that have to do online. Y'all already forced us to do online. That was already, you feel me, hard in itself. I want to go back to a classroom. That's just me. But as far as the vaccine part, I'm not taking no vaccine if I gotta go back to school. It's slow for that.
I mean,
it's slow.
I've never had the flu shot, and then ever since I found out the Tuskegee experiment back in the 60s, I believe, when they were
syphilis, I think it was.
They were giving people vaccines for polio, but they were really injecting not even people, black people. They were injecting them with syphilis. So once I found that out, I said, yeah, nah, it's a dub for the vaccines. And then that's a whole big pharma thing. I mean, we could go real deep into it. We could go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I'm not getting vaccinated either.
It was never a thing. Like,
I'm not. No.
Never took a flu shot. Anybody who took a flu shot got the flu.
You know, you gotta get the HVP to go to school and everything.
Well,
like
yeah.
But I'm not taking no vaccine.
But not
for
if
no
some
Rona.
COVID fucking vaccine comes out tomorrow.
Honestly, I feel like if the numbers is not spiking in these places where they having all these protests, then maybe it's over with.
And they said that. They said that.
It's thousands of people. Philly, Newark, name 100 different places.
Yeah.
If the Atlanta been open, people been touching each other. It's regular. They having real parties at venues. If the cases is not spiking there, then I mean, I don't want to say it's over because I know people still losing people to it and things like that. But I'm saying maybe it's not as bad as we thought it was.
So then I wonder.
In those places.
Because like in Cali, I think Cali, Houston, and Arizona, they sparked. Like,
closing down.
OD, like worse than the first time it came around.
I mean, but they did say it was gonna be a second wave too.
They did. So I'm like, is this the second wave?
Don't quote me on like the actual amount of like the fines that they'll be issuing, but like they were gonna start fining people for leaving.
Oh yeah, I heard.
And
I heard
I know
about
there's like a 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 in jail time. At least from what I heard. I don't know if that's confirmed or anything like that. But I'm like, they're about to stop traveling, like ban traveling.
But this is my whole thing too.
So
like they was like, all right, say I live in Texas right now and I come to Jersey or something like that. I need to quarantine for 2 weeks. How the hell you know if I'm quarantined or not?
That was the question
Would you come
I
in
had.
knocking on my door?
Yeah,
no.
like
The government don't care about us
Well,
that
they
much.
suggest that you quarantine. So it's like,
But
you know.
it's even some hotels, like they coming crazy, like you got to stay there for at least 14 days in order to book a room. Like it's a couple hotels like that where like you have to quarantine. If you buy a room, you have to quarantine yourself. Like they want to limit the traffic of people coming in and out, just in case somebody has a COVID.
Who gonna pay for my room?
That's what the fuck I'm saying.
Not none of the ones I've been at.
Okay.
Really?
Because I'm not paying
Well,
for
where-
14
That's like
days.
$3,000.
No, that ass.
I'm not doing that.
Y'all hotel, y'all paying, y'all servicing that, y'all offering that?
I mean, if they paying for it,
Listen, I'll dip and come back just for it.
And you know they ain't.
get a note for word.
I'm out.
out.
I'm going to my hotel.
I'm out.
They provided the service. I'm here for it.
No, that's crazy. That's why I just feel like there's just not as many answers to our questions yet for everybody to just be opening everything back up. Mm-hmm. But on the other side, like what Court's saying, it's kind of like, we gonna do this forever? Like, we gotta
I get that.
get
And
the
then
ball
it's
rolling.
like, Trump don't give a fuck. Trump ain't wearing no mask. So
You know,
he don't
I'm
give
just-
a fuck and y'all want us to give a fuck? First of all, we don't even fuck with him. But I'm just saying.
You need to send that bread through.
I had a very.
I didn't even get
that's
a
all I'm
first
saying.
stimulus. Like,
You didn't?
I never got a stimulus.
That's unfortunate.
You still ain't get your stimmy?
That's
I have
unfortunate.
never, but what I did, and I don't know if you did it, but you should apply for it. Financial aid is doing a, I think it's like a CARES Act or something, where they actually giving you $1,200 if you apply for it. I got that,
Oh, wow.
Oh, good.
but I didn't.
Does it go toward your tuition? What does it go toward?
No,
Is it
no,
like
no.
a
They really
refund
send
check?
you a. It's not really. That's not the question that I have. Like, is this like the same thing as my refund check, or
Right.
is it just like, you feel me? Y'all giving us back?
was
just
just
Knowing
about
how
to
they
ask.
do, they probably gonna finesse it. Yeah, that
Of
came out
course.
of your refund for
Yeah,
that time.
yeah. But
Because I heard students was getting money back. I was gonna ask you. Like,
I didn't get no. Honestly, big ups to y'all. I hope y'all get y'all money. Fuck the government, because they ain't give me no stimulus check.
I got that 12.
I didn't get
that
no.
12.
Need that-
stim-
that-
I
that
was-
That's why I went
Yo.
right in my savings. I'm like,
And
I ain't got
He
shit to
said
do.
on the little interview, and you know he like bragging, so hopefully, because when he say
said it's
stuff
gonna
like
be
that,
very
when he
generous.
say stuff like that, he be serious. Like,
He's like,
other stuff he lie
very
about.
generous.
Yo, if that shit, let me think over under. If it's over 2,
Over 2.
that's lit. And he
I'm
could-
hurt.
I'm still not.
That's lit.
I'm not fucking with him still,
Nah,
but
but that's honestly that's one of my fears too. Like when the re-election come back, because
Oh, he's getting reelected.
I believe it.
He's getting
I
reelected.
believe it. Like y'all really gonna let money like You feel me? Change our mind.
Joe Biden just as bad though.
It's not
They
even just
all
money.
bad.
Just think
That's what I'm
about
saying.
how hard the battle has been and just this race movement alone. Like how we can't even come to agreement on something as simple as that. Like it's like
His ass
how
is
the hell
getting
are we gonna
reelected,
push
bro.
for anything new? You know what I mean? Like
That's the
unfortunate
way.
part.
I feel like the only way he will not get reelected is if literally
Every
everybody.
black person.
You can't even count every black person.
Everybody.
because
Not every
It was
black
a couple
person,
of them
but-
at
Then
that
it
rally
comes down
last
to
Saturday.
electoral votes anyway.
Exactly.
But I do feel like he may lose only because of coronavirus. It's a lot of white people that's not feeling him right now
Yep.
either.
Yeah.
That may have been before, but now it's coming down to even just the whole. You know how they think. They think real selfishly, most of them. So it's kind of like now that they having certain quote unquote rights taken from them, or they feel like they haven't been able to do what they want, or even like in terms of the fact that he only sent 1,200. If you think about, the white people that are not, well off or not rich, he probably starting to lose them a little bit. That's kind of the only hope. Other than that, aside from COVID related stuff,
The white people, I think during this time they realized that they weren't in that top 1% like they
At
thought
all.
they were.
Yo.
Their privilege didn't really help them with this, and they were
they losing their mind.
Exactly.
Can I just
They're,
say
they're the poor white trash that they thought that they weren't.
facts?
Thanks, Rissy.
I feel like I'm so late because I feel like people read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, like back in middle school.
Yeah.
I literally.
It's okay though.
I know, but I'm like, I downloaded it a couple months ago, and I just been like, I'm gonna just start reading books more. So I started reading like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I'm like, yo, like, he like, the rich ain't even really rich, like, at all, if you really think about it. And I'm just like the book is just like, it's so intriguing. I'm just like, damn, like,
Let's read.
like the things, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, shit that you ain't even thinking about or didn't even know to even think about is in that book.
Yeah.
Like, just about the 1%, how the rich ain't really rich, how the rich don't even know what really rich is.
You don't.
And then why, this is one thing that I'm still, like, stuck on, which I'm gonna really do, like, my research on, is that, like, your house is actually an asset. I think he said it was.
It's an asset.
Or is it not an asset? It was one of those, like, where your house ain't really as, like, you know how I said, like, when you buy a house, you secure, you're safe and everything? But in actuality, is no.
No. Not unless it's like a family heirloom or something like that. But I
Yeah.
feel like even then is
That's
I
not,
don't
like, basically getting a house is still not the best investment.
see for
But
me.
only the poor, being that we poor, we think that that's the best investment for us. When it's really not. If the stock market crash, we're all fucking doomed. And I'm just really reading this book like, oh shit.
I feel like as I've gotten older, so like growing up, we were never like, I put it to you like this: we were lower middle class.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I thought we were well off. Like, I thought everything was fine. But as I started to get older and as I started to become more financially literate, I was like, nah, shit was kind of rough. But my mom would always say we were comfortable.
Yeah.
We weren't poor, we weren't rich, we were comfortable. But from what I can remember, her definition of comfortable was like, all right, we got food on the table. The lights may go off tomorrow, but y'all got something to eat. Or like, the lights will be on, but we got to go to grandma's house to eat, something like that. To me, that's not comfortable. I feel like I cannot be comfortable until I can pay all my bills, still have some money for myself, and then if I have kids, like, I don't want my kids to ever want for anything. I don't ever want it to be a time where I have to pick this bill or feed my kid or keep the lights on or something like that. To me, that's not comfortable. I feel like I won't be comfortable until I can sleep peacefully at night, knowing that I don't have to live paycheck to paycheck, knowing that I have a trust fund for my kids, knowing that I have thousands saved up for a rainy day or something like that. And it just makes you question, like, what your purpose is in life and where your career is headed and what exactly are you doing, because like we're in our 20s. I'm 24. I'm only 6 years away from being fucking 30. I think once you're 30, your fucking life is over. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. So it's like, I'm sorry. No, like, that's just how I look at it, because it's like, yo, I feel like I'm not doing enough. Like, I feel like, yeah, I've planted some seeds here and there, but I feel like I'm really not doing enough. So, like, during this quarantine, I really just been asking myself, like, damn, now what? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what do I do? And it's like, I don't have much time, yo. And it's like, with the way the economy is right now, like, son gotta give. Like, I almost made a goddamn OnlyFans, man. And I'm like, shit was looking dark.
You put makeup on the tattoo, ain't nobody going, no face, no
Shit
case.
was looking dark, man. That's the thing. I ain't got no tattoos. I ain't got no distinguishing marks, nothing. Nobody know it's me.
It's over.
Like,
Now, I just want to say, like, just what you just said and everything like that. One thing I really want to say, like, I'm very appreciative of my father.
yeah.
Like, cause you just said, like, you feel like once you're 30, your life is over, there's that and the third, you feel like it's too late. My dad is about to be 57 in August. Shout out to the Leos, you already know we the best motherfucking team, blah, 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 blah. But after this, we gonna get into that.
Lost me.
Right.
But, so me and my dad, this is the first time that me and my dad has ever lived in a 2-family house, apartment. We've always had 3 bedrooms, and it's only been me and him. I kind of felt like that was comfortable. Like, so I'm saying, like, we got enough space, this, that, and the third. Now, what my dad's been doing is, like, every week, he's saving up almost $500. Literally, every week. He was like, yo, like, I'm about to get us a house. I'm sorry, I hope she's not watching, but we hate the bitch downstairs. And
No, she ain't watching.
No. I know she not, but I'm sorry, but the lady that lived downstairs, mind you, she's white. Me and my dad is fed up. Like, me and him is fed up. And he was like, we was talking today, he was like, it's okay, because he was like, we about to get up out of here. And the next time that we move, it's not going to be in an apartment. It's going to be our own house. Mind you, my dad is 57. And he just started saving up for a house. He just is getting to that moment of, like, where he really wants to
So then
be.
I guess it is never too late.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Like, and my dad, cause like I'm only 21. I'm younger than you, and I be feeling like my life is like.
So
I
that's
feel
the thing.
older,
Like, I feel like I
I'm-
was just 21. Like, I feel like I was just in college. Now here I am, 24. Like, what the fuck? Like, I know people with kids and they got houses and shit.
I
I'm
feel
like,
I was
what am I
supposed to be
doing
way
wrong?
further
Like,
off, like everything. But like my dad shows me every day, like, you know, one, your time is gonna come.
yeah.
And there's no age on when your time is gonna come. There's no age on that. And I feel like just like society always try to put age on everything. Right?
Yeah.
And then, granted, my dad is about to be, like I said, 57. He ain't on that social media shit. He don't care what the next person doing. He don't care what you wearing. He got food to eat. His bills is paid, car paid, everything paid for. He's cooling. He not worried about the next person. Not saying that we are, but our generation is focused on this person got keys to their house. This person got this. This person got
keeping up.
that. You know, just like keeping up with everything. And like I said, by the grace of God, my dad showed me, like, I don't gotta keep up with none of y'all motherfuckers. Honestly, I don't want to. Because I know that my time is gonna come. I need to stay down and do what I gotta do. I'm not rushing for nobody. Because granted, you trying to be like everybody else, financing that car, and you can't even pay the monthly thing. What you do it for? Me, I'd rather wait so I could buy the whole thing outright.
Right.
If that was the case, I would have been out of car. But nah, I'm gonna be driving the same year. The only thing is, mine is paid for. I ain't gotta pay
Right.
no monthly.
Look, I've been
I ain't
driving
gotta
my
pay
little
no monthly
2003
thing.
Ford Focus for the past 2 years. My shit was paid for in cash. Oh, get a new car. No.
The last 3 cars,
The-
4 cars I had was paid in cash.
Look, my side view mirror came off. I put some duct tape on that bitch and kept it fucking rolling.
You
Like,
just made me think of something though. That's like that's a mindset thing that you gotta, I guess, unlearn and then
Yeah.
relearn it in a different way because
Yeah.
ultimately, you know, most people. I know that me myself, it's something I used to struggle with, but it's like you have to learn to live life for yourself, make decisions for yourself. A lot of people not raised that way, and they used to you know, living for other people or in lieu of other people's decisions. But once you know, learn to make your own decision and live life for yourself and understand that you're the only person that gotta live your life, I think you'll look at things differently because ultimately most people, if you look at what most people think, they think, I feel this way because I don't have this, and once I have this, I'll be good.
I'll be good,
And
yeah.
that's why they're looking at other people. But do you not think that, you know, look at rappers, right? The rappers that got like net worth of 4 or 5 million, right? Do you think that they good, or do you think that they look at people like Drake and be like, damn, why I don't got 50 million or 60 million instead of 5 million? And then the people that got 50 million is looking at the people that got 100 million. Like, damn, why I'm not there?
Never really satisfied.
Unless you are running your own race, and that's in the sense of you're not looking to the left, you're not looking to the right, you're running at your own pace. You getting where you want to go because you want to be there, not because that's what everybody else doing or what you think you should do. Because one thing you said was like, you feel like, not you feel like, but you see your friends that's having kids and families and homes and things like that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, if that's not what you try, if that's not something you decided you want for yourself, it don't matter that they're doing that. I know you know that, but I'm just saying. Because at the end of the day, and it's something I had to learn. Like, I used to be that same way because, like, I grew up, you know, around older. I always been around older people all my life. So I look ahead. You know what I'm saying? I don't look like based on my peers. So ultimately, that's something I had to learn, which was like, yo, be happy for what you have because you have it, or go after what you want because you want it, not because you feel like you behind or whatever the case may be, because then you never gonna be happy.
I think for me, like, where it comes from is just like I said, watching my mother struggle and stuff like that. Like, my mother moved out on her own when she was 19 years old type shit. She was married at 21, you know, so she been doing this shit, and it's like I watched her struggle, and it's like I don't want that for me. So it's like I feel like I should be doing more just so that I won't put myself in that position, or like I won't put myself in certain predicaments. That's why I'm like, I'm in no rush to have no kids. God, if I get pregnant right now, Jesus, like what? Like,
you want me to push you down the stairs?
Nah. Hold on now. Wait a minute.
He said, hold on now.
I'll be like, Rissy.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Like,
Some people might feel offended by that, but
first
that's just me.
who the fuck am I getting pregnant by? That's question number one.
That is
that's question number one. Oh God, let's
too many more trips to the W. I'm just saying.
Okay, this is what we're not gonna do.
So, before we wrap it up, Illest Girls Next Door got a very special guest for y'all. His name is Dub.
That's not his name. Now let me do it. See, he disrespecting my man. And now, before I do that, I'm gonna say one thing.
That's what he said.
Don't
She
start.
just made me. I'm not feeling none of y'all.
No,
Now look, listen. Bud here. A lot of people gonna see this and say, "Who is Bud?" You see how she's saying his name wrong? They disrespecting him. It's alright though.
We did
He
not
a superstar. Y'all gonna see. He about to come here and spit for
He
y'all.
about to come.
He's one of the flyest. You know what I mean? You gonna see
This
his
is
name.
the first time
After
on Illest
today,
Girls
you ain't
Next
never
Door.
gonna get his name wrong again. It's the last time you get his name wrong.
Son, good night.
Come on this side. All right. Just put the earphone on. You already set.
Just know I started that shit.
Let me skip past the verse.
Bada bing, bada boom, get him out.
I put that in the email. You could just skip past the verse.
You gotta go to like the middle. Go to where like he finishing up, where he ended.
Told little brother we making it out. She wouldn't fuss if be running her mouth. Told her cool, I busted water on the couch. I go to here and she talking about ouch. I got some homies with me who could vouch. I hit it first, she going they route. I got a big time, getting no scouts. Niggas be capping, ain't really announced. Niggas be choosing, be all in their mouth.
A couple of bands I made in the night. Call me Adidas, I'm earning my stripes. I'm getting skied, high like a kite. Fucking with me, I do not advise. I'm on your ass, I had to ride on the rice. Fuck with the kid, cause my drip out of sight. Life is a gamble, I'm rolling the dice. Call it reserve, I know they gon' slide. If right or wrong, I know they gon' ride. I was legit with that thing on my side. And at some moments I thought I would die. And this time my mama not even gonna lie. I did some shit that would have you surprised. I did some shit that you wouldn't advise. And if you find out, they might make you cry. But shit gotta do what I do. I deposit a check and I hope it come through. I blow a band, just spin on some shoes. And if you the one, I'ma blow it on you. Try to play me, fuck, I look like a fool. Here with the grips, I play with a tool. 4 sticks with a round, that sound like a stool. She something, I like how she draw. Fuck with the gang, your ass get touched. You know with her, they ain't fucking with us. Boom, we embrace it and give them a buck. I can get going, you ain't had enough. I got some more shit in the tuck. You niggas is gay, thick in the butt, leaning the sipping the peroxide. I'm in the cut, I'm top 5, living it up. VIP, flicking it up. We getting chicken, clicking the cluck. Racks in the week, get to the bucks. I love your appearance, I just wanna fuck. Securing the bag, then flip shit up. Wearing all black, like my wrist getting cut. Hopped on the track just for the spaz, doing the dash. You telling my ass, gang.
Sure. Listen, that was Rome856 on the beginning of that. At Rome856, that's another one of my artists.
Shout out Rome.
Save the World out now. Save the World Deluxe on July 3rd. This is Bud. Stay tuned.
Thank you for having me.
Goes out. Yo, this was Illest Girls Next Door. I just took over. You feel what I'm saying? Follow me at Cashout Court. We out.
I'm so sorry.
She said,
Turn your speakers up. Turn these speakers up. You're locked into the Illest Girls Next Door.